Hey, brother, I'm most dangerous guy. Kill everyone. Take everyone. Comfort everyone. Is Chimaev really the most dangerous guy in the UFC? Well, we're going to find out today. And let me just start off by saying I'm not a Chimaev fanboy. There are many reasons to hate this guy. He constantly misses weight, right? Or he just pulls out and ruins the entire event, right? He keeps doing this. I think he's got 3 pullouts total in UFC and 2 weight misses. Incredible there from Chimaev. He's also got a very annoying fan base. He's up there with the like of Habib fans, right? And if you're a Habib fan and watching this, then hopefully you're not one of the bad ones, you know. But he's got a very annoying fan base that just say like feed him to boars when they see like Pantoja, which is actually quite funny. But he's a very entertaining fighter, and today we're going to see. And he's not like the likes of Bilal who just kind of lie on people or point striking kickboxing like Leon. We're going to see how he does against the other people in his division. Mainly these 3 on the screen because they're the 3 most likely. They're like the 3 people above him in the rankings, right? So we've got the champion Dricus, we got number 1 ranked Sean Strickland, then number 2 ranked Israel Adesanya. So we'll start off against, well, the one that might actually happen, Dricus du Plessis. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give odds, and then we're gonna give my early prediction of what would happen during the fight. So I think Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis is a very interesting fight, and I would love to see this at some point. It's not like because this is much better than a Chimaev Strickland fight or a Chimaev and Mavov fight, right? This is a fight that's like Dricus does anything works, and Chimaev is gonna wrestle the shit out of him at the start, and then Dricus is just gonna use his I don't even know. He's gonna use some like weird ability of let's just throw any combination at him. Well, you ever seen that like clip of Kamaru Usman hitting Sean Strickland with like a double fist from either side? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Dricus du Plessis whipped that out. But in terms of odds, what I think the odd makers would do, I think it would be a pick 'em fight. I think they're not going to give Chimaev that big of a advantage over Dricus. I think early odds were minus 200 Chimaev, plus 100 Dricus. I think it's going to be a pick 'em because Dricus du Plessis can literally just do anything. That man could probably end up flying out of the ring, coming back down like Hulk in Thor Ragnarok. He just jumps up and goes, "Argh!" and lands on him. He's also got stupid amounts of strength. It's insane. My early prediction, based off what I've seen so far from both these guys, is Dricus du Plessis getting it done. I think he survives the early Chimaev intense wrestling and maybe hits it. He's going to do what we all thought Robert Whittaker was going to do when we all predicted him to beat Chimaev. I also predicted him, but I then changed my prediction because I'm an intelligent guy. So he's going to do what we thought Robert Whittaker was going to do and survive the first early rounds of wrestling because he is actually a wrestler at base, and then knock him out later on in the rounds because Chimaev's weak spot is on the feet. Next up, we're going to go against a guy who, realistically, he seems like he's, as Renato Moicano would put it, he is a tortoise in a tree. Right? He shouldn't be up here. I'm not. I still see Sean Strickland as like a 7th place fighter. Realistically, all he's done is in terms of wins, big wins. He's beaten Israel Adesanya on short notice, and he became the champion, which never should have happened. Let's be real here. But if that hadn't have happened, this guy would have been ranked 7th in the entire division. Not saying, come on, you guys, give me a title shot. He's not going to be there saying that. He's going to be saying, I would love to fight up against who's that? What? Paulo Costa, Imavov. He wouldn't be in this position, but he is now. He's number 1 ranked, waiting for a title shot again. I think Chimaev absolutely mauls him. I think a minus 300 Chimaev to a to a plus 250 Strickland will be the odds. It might be even more in Chimaev's favour. Because Strickland's a decent wrestler, but he got absolutely mauled by Kamaru Usman when he fought him. That was ages ago. But since then, he hasn't really done too much in terms of the grappling showcase, but he just likes to stand and bang. While not, this is after my Sean Strickland video, but if you've seen that, then he's a pretty boring fighter and he doesn't quite do enough to win each round. So if he gets mauled by Chimaev in a round, and then the next round he gets mauled for half the round, and then he fights, he's probably still losing half that round because he can't effectively deal damage on the feet. So he'll probably just end up either getting submitted or losing a decision, which is why I'll go with Khamzat Chimeav. Next up is a fight that nobody needs to see, but everyone wants to see, just because we want to see Israel Adesanya get mauled, and that is Chimeav versus Adesanya. Adesanya has no grappling at all. He barely managed to like out grapple Alex Pereira. So, I mean, it was like Pereira took him down, which means Chimaev's going to take him down. And he did get the back of Pereira, fair enough. And he did kind of out grapple him. But it wasn't like a good enough performance to see where, like, well, you're barely out grappling this guy. If this was like if this was anyone who's a decent grappler in your division, you're finished. Like Vittori out-grappled him as well. Vittori's not awful, by the way, but you know. So I think matchmakers will probably make him minus 400, which is slightly better than the Strickland one, but they'll definitely do minus 400 plus 300, at least for Chimaev Adesanya. Because they're not idiots, right? If it's a 5-round fight, they'll go, okay, so it's 5 rounds. The good chance of Chimaev, maybe failing a few takedowns, maybe not getting the wrestling he needs in the early rounds, maybe gassing out. That's the chance for Adesanya, so we won't make it a plus 400 for Adesanya. But we'll 100% make it a minus 400 for Chimaev because he's just going to out-wrestle the guy and submit. So I would say Chimaev will win that, right? And in terms of, the future of the division, I promise you, man, Chimaev will be champion one day, That's it for this video. Let me know what you think. This is a very scuffed video, I won't lie, but I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.